female flesh creatures. Hello, female flesh creatures. Look at your man. Now back to me. Now back to your man. Now back to me. Sadly, he isn't me. Why? Because I am Megatron, and he is a puny weakling. Yes.
All right, and we are finally back for another live stream, and more importantly, a new, brand new diorama stream, which I'll be probably continuing on into the weekend. But yeah, I had the day off today, so I decided, yeah, let's go live. Let's go live and chill with y'all as I work on this one. I've been wanting to work on this for a little while now. I've just been putting it off for too long. So, and I see Lisa is in the chat. How's it going? Good to see you. And yeah, so today we're going to be working on the Tokyo diorama, which I kind of talked about in previous diorama streams. But yeah, so basically what I'm doing is I'm doing a little bit of a street in Tokyo, not necessarily a realistic or a real life street, because obviously I'm using buildings that aren't necessarily meant to be next to each other. But they looked cool enough, and I think they kind of served the purpose I was trying to go for the display. So we're going to be working on that today. Now, earlier today, I kind of posted this on Twitter. I kind of posted off the base coating, or at least the first layer of base coating I started earlier this morning, and we're going to be kind of adding a second layer of coating, maybe a third, as well as filling in some of the cracks. I don't know if you can kind of see that on the screen here, but there's a little like white cracks like of the foam sort of sticking out. So we got to fix that up, as well as like paint the sides and stuff, because that's going to be visible on the bookshelf when it goes in. So, and so it's go like right here. So, and we have this second building, which kind of serves as a sort of a kind of like a riser for the shelf, because I intend to have two big bots on the shelf, and the rest of them are smaller bots on the shelf. And so I figured I needed to raise one of the smaller bots up in the background so that it doesn't look awkward. Because you want to make sure like the space is evened out on the display. You don't want to have like, a million like little dudes and then two big guys over here. It's like, kind of look a little awkward. So that's kind of the plan here for this stream. So we're just going to take these guys off. We'll work on them in just a minute. But first I want to kind of get the base sort of finished off here real quick. And then we will move on to the sides. And I also have to kind of paint up this, because I forgot that I lay the paints on this thing. Because it's supposed to, hold on. It's supposed to be on the front of this building. It's supposed to kind of wrap around the front side here. Just kind of adds a little bit extra step into the building. So that's what we're doing today. And we'll probably go for about an hour and a half, maybe. Let me just fix the camera up real quick. It's looking a little awkward there. There we go. I'm just going to make sure it's focused. This thing likes to play tricks on me. All right, now look at some tunes playing in the background, because it does get really quiet on these streams. So I'll get some music playing while I paint. Yeah, let me brush. Okay. And we're using this granite gray, which is just your average like Craft Smart paint you can get probably just about anywhere. Like I usually get my stuff at Michael's, so if you have one of those by your area, you can do this too. Most of my supplies I use is relatively cheap, because it's not really about the supplies that makes a good artist or whatever capable of doing stuff like this. It's just it's all trial and error. It's all about just putting time and effort into what you're doing. Eventually it will get better. And just feel things here and there. So it's not about having the fanciest sort of art supplies in the world. It can help, but it's not going to be like the best thing that's going to help you as an artist to grow is a number 2 pencil and some paper, That's all you really need. But obviously, you should upgrade your tools as you progress. I'd say as you're more using, it'd be more beneficial to just start with very cheap supplies, because you don't want to like buy a bunch of really expensive stuff and then but not know how to use it or whatever. So need some water. My throat's dry. Particle board or styrofoam? Oh, this is just foam board from Michaels. They can get it at Michaels. So yeah, ideally the best foam would probably be like something like XPS foam or something like that. I think that's what it's called. Stuff that you can find like at Michaels or at Home Depot or Lowe's, but for my dioramas specifically, because I need them all to fit in a Billy bookshelf from IKEA, this actually worked a lot better because they come in a strip that's like 20 to 30 inches wide, so it kind of works perfectly because the Billy shelf is actually 30 inches wide, so it's like, oh, so it all kind of like fits like a glove in my my shelf there. So yeah, it's like, I think it's like $12 for one sheet of this as well, so it's not too bad. Like I said, we're just going in and kind of adding a second layer of paint, just kind of tidy it up, get all these little cracks of white in the foam that are sticking out. I will go back in later with a smaller brush if I can't get it all with this big brush, but so to speak. And hopefully I don't run out of paint. Now, obviously, so hopefully I don't run out. And I think I might have another one of these lying around somewhere, but I can't remember where I put it. It's probably one of the bins that I reorganized the other day. Alright, just gonna some of this. Let me know if the music's too loud or whatnot, because I can't actually hear it because I have my headphones away from me, because it would just get in my way. So let me know if the music's too loud or not loud enough. And this full diorama is kind of based on an episode from the actual cartoon, where the Autobots go to, they fight like this little electrical energy creature that Megatron created to distract them from their main objectives and stuff like that, and they kind of went to Tokyo because for some reason the creature was able to actually teleport through like devices and stuff like that, and so like feeds on energy and stuff like that. So that's where this kind of came into play, this kind of idea for display, because I want something a little bit different on my display. So I have a lot of mountains and stuff like that in the other dioramas, so I wanted to at least have one like city, and I think Tokyo is a cool looking city as well anyway, so makes for a more interesting environment for them. So yeah. 12 scale? I think so. For my figures, they're about well, most of them are about like 7 to 8 inches tall, so to speak. The thing with Transformers, because I collect in the Masterpiece scale figures, and High Power, how's it going, man? Yeah, I'm streaming on Thursday because I had the day off and family is no longer in town, so I can kind of stream in peace. So and I will be continuing this on Saturday and Sunday as well, hopefully. But yeah, so but the thing with like Masterpiece Transformers figures is they all come in very different sizes because a lot of Transformers are the scale is very varied. Like you have really big ones, you have really small ones. So when it comes to displaying them in my bookshelf, I kind of like take that into account, like the different sizes of the characters and stuff like that to make them look appropriate. Yeah, so. The edge here. Because this is what's going to be visible. But yeah, like the biggest figure that could probably fit on a Billy shelf is like about like 9 to 10 inches tall. Because my Optimus Prime is like 9 inches tall, so he fits on this shelf, so that's about the scale you're looking at. These guys. Hey, Dan man, how's it going, man? What's up? No peace. The heck are you from here? Yeah, exactly. Okay, the music's good. That's good to know. Alright. Yeah, hit the like button. I need the likes. I want to hit 400 subscribers by the end of this year, so every little bit helps. That should be good enough. Probably won't take that much further than that, so I need a smaller brush. Phone. My flashlight. Just want to see. It's kind of hard to see which areas need to be filled up because it's too dark in this room. So I want to make sure I get everything. Hold on. Yeah. Just want to get the little cracks here. Not that you're likely to see it, because there's going to be big robots in the way, but it's always good to kind of tidy up as much as you can. And then once this base coat is dried, I'll probably be coming in with a black. Mostly just doing dry brushing at that point. Do a lot of dry brushing for these dioramas. So I do want to like darken this a bit more, just because it's supposed to be a nighttime scene. So, but for the sidewalk here, I'm just going to make it a little bit lighter. Actually, you're going to go for a little bit lighter. Just so it kind of sticks out from the actual road here, you know. Little cracks in the sidewalk here. Probably so full. Yeah, same here. I had leftover pizza earlier, so I'm good. All stuffed up. But yeah, I actually had to stream this. I did a stream a little bit later because I needed to wait more time to let the paint dry on some of the walls I was working on earlier. Like it was like taking forever to dry because like some of the corners I put too much paint on. So, but what can you do? So I'm guessing today we're just gonna be doing the base coating and maybe a secondary color. Or rather, our second coating of paint here. And then over the weekend, we'll probably just do the back wall. Because I'll probably end up maybe I can do this. Maybe I can do like a small stream tomorrow evening. We'll see. If not, I'll definitely record the footage. I do record some of the behind the scenes stuff. Like I recorded some of the painting for this earlier this morning, so just so I can add it to the time lapse that I eventually want to do, which I actually have a link to up at the top. It's the pinned comment. That's a link to all of my diorama videos, which I still need to work on the last one I did. I didn't finish. For some reason, I haven't gotten around to finishing the last diorama video, so I got to get that out as soon as possible as well. But yeah. But yeah, this will wrap up my Autobot display now once I finish this diorama. So I got my MovieBot shelf finished. That was the second last. I got the icon shelf done. I got the lagoon, the oil rig, and then the arc. So, and we ended off in Tokyo. So lots of. I actually I like that I kind of made them in very unique sort of locations as well. That's what I like to do about these things. I like to make sure I put them all in very different sort of environments. You know? Like a little bit of variety on the shelf. Alright, there's a little here. To speak. All right. After what I saw. Hey, Real White Nation, how's it going, man? Good to see you. But yeah, so I decided to just end the month on doing more diorama streams, just because I wanted to finish off this one for a little while now, and it'll kind of give me more time to kind of plan out what my schedule will be for next month for my regular draw streams. So I'm thinking of just like finishing off my DC girl, so I'll probably be doing Black Canary and Cersei next month. So just finished their inks. And they're ready for color. I'll be experimenting with watercolor paint, or mixing watercolor paint with Copics, so it's gonna be a lot of fun. Here on the channel, just Make sure I get all the little cracks as much as possible. Doesn't have to be perfect. So ideally, no one's gonna actually look at the actual ground, but if they ever step foot in this room, or if I ever take photographs, oh, I'm not even showing what I'm working on. It's hard to really position the camera here. Always moving. There. You know what? I'll do this just a little bit further. Yeah, that should be good for now. So the last few little spots here. We'll move on to the other side. To the buildings, rather. And hopefully the paint is fully dried by now, because I still saw some of the corners still not fully dried earlier, but it shouldn't be too big of a problem, because those corners are going to be covered up. I'll kind of explain when I get there what the plan is for the two little side buildings. On the side there. Hey Corey, how's it going, man? Good to see you. I'm going old timer. Oh yeah. It's been a while. Yeah, I've been a little bit busy with family coming over past couple of weeks, so I haven't had time to stream, but I've been working tirelessly on artwork. If you've been following me on Twitter, I've been updating like all week, all past couple of weeks. Just been pumping out inks and pencils and stuff like that, so so this time off actually is kind of beneficial, because it's allowed me to kind of get some stuff ready for the next couple of months now. Got a lot of stuff I can work on, so lots of content to last me a few months or so. As well as allow me to kind of work on other projects on this side. Okay, that should be enough for now. Yeah, it should be good enough. Turn that off, save my battery. So just move the base of it to the side, let it dry, and we'll work on. Well, first thing to get this platform painted up, so real quick, because I forgot to do the base coating of it earlier. So I usually just go all in. So to speak. A delayed joke, but whatever. In my art brain. Not my dirty joke brain right now. Alright. Let's get these sides in case they show up. Because although I probably will only need a one coating for this one. Should be probably just one coat here. I'm just gonna. Usually with dark colors, you don't really need. Sometimes you can just get away with doing one coating of paint, one or two. With lighter colors like yellow or red, you kind of want to do like at least three coats of paint. Especially since it's like very bright white foam here. Yeah, better angle for the camera. Oop. There we go. It's kind of hard to tell what I'm doing because my desk is so messy, so I'll pull this up. There we go. Need to clean my desk. It's been through war. It's been through war. Yeah. What do you have expensive watercolor paper? No, I use a Strathmore Bristol watercolor paper, but I do like to use the Canson watercolor paper as well. Although I haven't really done it in a while now because I've been using mostly Copics as of late, just because there's some things I just didn't really like at the time when it came to watercolors, but now there's kind of things I miss about doing watercolors, so I kind of want to see if I can blend the two mediums together. Because I found that I like doing backgrounds and stuff like that on watercolor a little bit more, especially when it comes to like stuff like sky or space. I kind of prefer doing that with watercolors, just because it gives a bit more natural sort of look. But I like coloring characters and stuff like that, like the skin tones or the whatnot, like with Copic. So it's kind of like, so that's why I kind of want to mix the two, the best of both worlds, so to speak. Probably should have left one of these corners unpainted. That would have helped me out here. That's always kind of a good rule of thumb, is to make sure you keep at least one little corner unpainted so you can kind of work without getting here, without smearing the paint. So, but yeah, this is going to go right in front of the right building on the right side. So just because it adds a little bit extra step in it. So, and we can just set that off to dry. You're done. All right. Now we can get back to the side buildings. So position the camera. Let's see, I just want to check my corners. They're still kind of dry, but it shouldn't be too much of a problem here. Fill this in a little bit. It's kind of fading a little bit on this side. Then we'll go in and kind of touch up some of the cracks. They're still kind of popping out, so to speak. Okay. And since it's going to be the left building, we have to get the side here painted. But I need more paint. Yeah, I'm probably going to kill this whole bottle of paint by the end of the stream. Hopefully not, because I got to save some of it for the sidewalls, because I actually have it drawn in perspective, like the sidewalls. You'll know when you see. I'll show them off at the end of the stream, so you know what I mean. But you'll see kind of like the road sort of going off into the distance on the sidewalls. And my camera's not being proper. There. And you Cam does like movement, or is it the web? What? Oh no, I was just moving the camera myself. I was just repositioning it. Just gives better angles, because I find that with these streams, it's really difficult to kind of keep track of where you are, or in the face of the camera, so to speak. So, just because sometimes I have to get really up and close with it, and I don't want to show my face, because well, I don't want to brag, but I might be a little bit of a George Clooney around here. I'm just kidding. Don't want to make every other guy insecure, you know? But no. Yeah, so I want to make sure I do a better job of showing what I'm painting here. Alright, just need to get the bottom side. Not that you're going to really see the bottom half, but important to clean that up as much as possible. Now, I kind of wish I went with the black for the base coat of this, but it's kind of late now. And I can always go back and add some black, sort of dry brushing later. Now, ideally, it would be better to probably just get an airbrush, but I don't have one of those. So, well, I am kind of tempted to try one out at some point. Might be more efficient. Man, the manure is smelling. What? And we'll kind of clean up the front sort of doors here. This building here. Tidy up the gray as much as possible. And then we'll move on to the next building, and then I might be able to add an extra color or a secondary color to the bottom plate if it dries in time. Or you know, we might actually I might get started on some of the sidewalls actually. I do need to use this color of gray for them. Might as well just use it now while I'm at it. As much as possible, although it's not really going to be that beneficial for these ones because they are, because some of these I'm kind of basing on a building and the building I'm using as reference. has like these yellow sort of window things, like posters or whatever. I can't really describe it, but and so when everything's like painted up, I'll probably go back in. I'll be printing off. I'll try to find a way to print that off from the computer and just tape them on or glue them on rather right in here. So all the little details I'll kind of do later on. So I don't have to be too pretty in these parts here, but it is good to have a semi-decent base coat in here because you never know what will show up in the final product. So I'll be as tight as possible, so to speak. Let me just go in with my flashlight, so to speak. Dork. So I think it's just the top here and a few corners to be tidied up, and then we'll kind of move on to the next building. Oh, brick or block work. Thanks, dude. Yeah, doing the brickwork is the worst part, though. It's really a pain in the ass to really keep track of everything. And it's also very tedious, but I think it turned out all right. I think in real life, the building I was using had a little bit smaller, like or thinner bricks, but whatever. I'm about to redo this, so. No, when you move the vid, get blurry. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I might have. Yeah, it might be something to do with the camera. I'm not too sure what's going on with that. It'll do that sometimes. So just let me know if it's like getting blurry for you guys. And I'll try to make it refocus. Touch up there. Try and get some paint in the corners there. Alright. Good and cool when you're done. And that's what matters. Yeah, that's all that matters. As long as it looks cool, that's all that matters. So, yeah, it should be good enough. I'll be going with other colors later on anyway, so it'll kind of balance it out, all out, so to speak. So we're just gonna finish off this one, which is also gonna have some signs in it, so there's gonna be a big one right here. So I don't have to worry too much about making that look super pretty. But like I said, I want to at least try to put in a little bit of effort, because you never know what little pockets of light will show. or pockets of the white foam will show up. Oh, you know what? I think I painted the wrong side. Oh, no, never mind. Oh, no, I remember. Don't worry about it. Trying to have a brain fart. So I thought I painted this side the wrong. So I'm supposed to paint this side because it's going to be the right side of the building, and it's the only side that's going to be seen in the diorama. But for some reason, I thought that I was already going with that, through with that. I was like, what the hell am I doing here? But don't worry about it. Artists don't make sense unless they're that way. Our brains are sporadic. Especially mine. Alright, just get the side here. Oh, paint it up. I usually do this stuff last, just because it's a little bit easier. Because it gives me a little bit of a grip when I need to go in deep, so to speak. These little pockets here. Dab some of the paint into the cracks as much as we can. So those little white sort of blemishes popping out. All right. Let's see which areas need to be filled in. I'll try it. So you see this crack here that's kind of poking out. I'll try and fill that in as much as possible. As much as one can. It's kind of making a difference there. Yeah, it's all right. Crack here. I gotta show what I'm drawing. It's a little better. See the focus button. Oh, you know what? Maybe it's because I'm on autofocus. Maybe that's why it's fucking up. I gotta fix that. I gotta figure out how the camera works. Whatever. It's fine. It'll do for now. Get as much as we can, but if we can't get everything, it's not that big of a deal. Bigger brush. It's a little bit off here. I'll grab that in just a minute. Try to get the smaller areas first. Time is it? 3:51. Ooh. I guess we'll go for another hour. Or probably not. And we'll probably go for another 45 minutes, probably. I don't know how long it's gonna. Gotta see how long it's taking for the paint to dry on the base, and maybe we can go for a little bit longer. Because I don't want to sit around just like waiting for paint to dry half the stream. It's kind of boring. But once we get into some of the more detail-oriented sort of parts of the diorama, it'll get a little more interesting, I think. Especially when I get to the city, which I kind of have an idea of how I'm going to approach it already. So I'll kind of explain once we get there. It's kind of hard to when we're not working on the actual city. Escape, so to speak. Alright, let me get this crack here. Gotta fill that crack in with some juicy paint. Sure, Lisa's gonna have a field day with that one. fill it in as much as we can. Top there's not done. That's unfortunate. Oh, a little bit there. Okay, move on to this area. My painting's gonna be kind of a bitch, honestly, when I get to the side walls and the back wall, because I used a lot of Tombow brush pens in order to get the perspective grid, because I tried to make sure everything was in proper perspective on that. And as a result, it's going to take a lot of different coats of paint in order to fill it out or to cover it up. So probably going to be using a lot of blacks, a lot of dark colors for that one. Which is fine, because I wanted to go for dark colors anyways, so kind of works out. But you'll know what I mean when I show it off. I'll probably just show off the back, well, not the back wall, because it's kind of stuck in the display, but I'll show off the side walls to give you an idea of what I'm working with. I think I will move on to that after this. Just get that started. Might as well while I'm here. But yeah, I think for these buildings, I'm gonna go for like a kind of a reddish brown for the buildings. So I have this wine color. Hold on. Is it that one? Oh, it's espresso. It's this color that I like to use a lot. So I also bought a bunch of like neon paint as well for the, because in Tokyo there's a lot of these like really cool like signs on the buildings I want to kind of do. So I just bought like a bunch of random colors. I was like, greens, yellows, pinks, purples. It's all it's all glowing over there in that city. So just bought whatever I thought could make for an interesting looking background for that. So good thing is like the paint is really cheap too. The paint I buy, it's like $1 or $2 for just like a small one. And one of these will get you should be able to get you a full base coating on like just like one of the bases. So maybe 2 coats of paint if you're lucky. So I gotta fill this guy in a bit better. Yellow ochre is good, great too. Hope I spelled that right. Yeah, I think I've heard that one before. I'm heard that color actually. I might. Cause I bought a bunch of yellows a while ago. I think I have that color too. Burnt sienna. Yeah, I'm not really an expert on all the names for them. I'm still relatively new to using these kind of paints and stuff like that. Like, so even with Copics, I don't even remember the name of the color. I just remember the number. I just go by numbers when it comes to the Copics. There's so many. There's a little spot here. Okay. Sweep the area. And this should be fine. Some cracks here. All right. Some corners here. The sign interior, so to speak, for lack of a better term. It's really hard to kind of describe what you're doing when it comes to art. It's kind of like annoying. Or whatever. Alright. Let's get the big boy out. Kind of just other areas filled in. You know, kind of just let that paint drip down, fill that crack out, so to speak. Just go through this as much as we can. One thing I also want to do with the buildings and the base, actually add some sort of lighting effects. Like I want to have like a little bit of like a red sort of hue on some of the, you know, the buildings a little bit, because there will be like a bunch of building on the side of it, at least from the perspective, which I'll show off in a minute. But there's gonna be a lot of buildings kind of teetering off, and I think it'll add a really nice realistic sort of edge to the dio here. I go in and add the reds and oranges and yellow, sort of you know, just different pops of color, kind of just make it look more realistic. One last time. Oop. Stuff here. No rush for this one. As much as I can. Fill the slider. Now this is going to be actually orangey, sort of red, glowing part of the building here. I'll kind of, I'll have to pull up a picture. Well, I'll post a picture on Twitter, show what I'm kind of using as reference for them. I'm trying to find a photo. I think I have a photo on my phone or my Instagram. I'll pull it up real quick. Just show what I'm kind of going for these two buildings here. I think I have them on Instagram. Just pull it up real quick. Load up. There we go. Oh, not this post. Next one, maybe. There we go. So this is like kind of the building here. I'm not too sure if you can see that, but this is what I'm kind of going for this one in particular. It's hard to see because it's the freaking light, but. And then this one is for the other building right here. I don't know if you can see that, or this building right here with the yellow signs. That's what I was talking about earlier. There. Focus, damn you. Can't really pull the images on my computer right now. It's at a really weird angle, but that's kind of what I'm going for with the diodes. I'll post a picture on Twitter, just kind of give a bit better sort of view of things. But yeah, so like when I do these diorama streams, I'm kind of at a really weird angle because my computer is way to my right, and so I have to kind of reposition all my mouse, my keyboard, and stuff like that. So it's kind of not really ideal for editing on the fly. So I can't really do a whole lot. Nothing but painting, so nothing too fancy about it. But you don't have to be too fancy. Okay, that should do it for this one. I think we're good. Oop, I missed a spot. And this is refurbishing, so to speak. Look at the side on this one. Yeah, actually all here. Later, Lisa. Hope you have a great evening. Hopefully I see you a little bit later on. Yes, we're doing some neon colors because I think it would kind of be fitting for the Tokyo. But yeah, hopefully I see you later on Dan Man stream. I probably won't be able to watch too much of it though, because I kind of want to see this Mario movie. So I might have to plug my ears for most of it. I don't hear spoilers. Although I don't really think there'll be much to spoil, to be honest. So it doesn't seem like the type of movie that'll have a lot of twists and turns, you know. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong though. But I hear it's good. I hear it's good, so I might go see it. Which is rare for me nowadays to go see a movie. Okay. Move you off to the side, and we'll grab the side panels. I think, what time is it? 4:09. Let's see. Well, after we do this, we'll check on the bottom plate. We'll see about adding the black layer in. But yeah, this is what I was kind of talking about earlier, looking into the road, kind of going in perspective here. Here, I don't know if you can see that properly, but like the red lines here kind of indicate. Yeah, see the camera. There. So the red lines kind of indicate where the building's going to go, and then this is kind of like the road line, or the sidewalk line rather, and then this is the road line right here. So we're going to have to color all of this in the graphite gray for this, as well as on the same side, and same thing with this side. So, and yeah, so like I kind of want to make it look like it's going in perspective. So when you see it in the actual diorama, it'll actually kind of look like there is like a street going down that way. That's kind of like the idea I'm going for with this. So, but yeah, you can see some of my earlier sort of lines here. So this is going to be the left side. Yeah, and you'll kind of see more of this. Now it's going to be a little bit easier, or I'll get to it when we get to it. But so I think we'll start with the right. Start right and on the left. Yeah, we don't need my phone anymore for this, because there's not a lot of cracks here for me to fill in. So it's our right side. So let's grab some granite. This will probably be the last we use of this color. I think I have a third one. I have another one right here, but I used it all up earlier this morning. So, but yeah, and so like for like detailed, and normally I would just go one base color for the side walls, but for this in particular, I kind of want I kind of learned this doing the both the Shockwave one and I think it was the Astrotrain one where I kind of learned this about doing dioramas, is that you want, when you have a very heavily detailed background, you kind of want to do it in segments. You don't want to just like do it all in one base color, because you want to make sure you get all the important lines in the buildings and stuff like that squared away as much as possible. Now I'm going to grab a marker real quick, because I want to mark, because I do want to have the sidewalk and the road be a little bit different shade of gray. So I just want to mark on the side, and I'll kind of leave the side panels sort of uncolored for the time being. So I want to just show where the road and the sidewalk sort of ends. So this is where the sidewalk starts and ends. So just little indicators here, just kind of help me out. Just so I know when to stop. When I get to that portion of the painting session, so to speak. So, but because I did the base with both the sidewalk and the road in the same color, I have to use it on the side walls as well, and the back wall when we get to that. But luckily for this back wall, we don't have to paint too much because a lot of it gets covered up anyways by the two buildings. So it shouldn't be a huge taxation on my paints for that one. It's kind of looking like my the base layer. The diorama is kind of ready to go for color, or paint rather. I might just do the blacks on that and then maybe call it a... Yeah, we'll see. Haven't really decided if I want to fully commit to the blacks just yet. Maybe we'll do like a reddish black. Maybe we'll mix like a brown, a red, and a black together. Might try that actually. See how we feel about it. And that should do it for the first coating. We're not going to paint too much of this. Oops, kind of already did, but I will not have to worry about this side. We just have to kind of make sure these two indicators are still visible, so it's not that big of a deal. Bottom. So I do like to paint the side that's going to be seen in the bookshelf. Just kind of adds to it. So that's our right side, all painted up. Move on to the left. Now for this, I probably will only need one layer of the gray, or one coating rather. There's not a whole lot of small little details I need to fill in. Yeah, a lot of work. Yeah. It's really a pain. It was kind of it's actually not as hard as you might think it was when it came to mapping out the perspective grid or figuring it out. Or it was, but it's not as hard as you might think it is. It's a good thing last year I actually spent a good couple months practicing perspective, so it kind of picked up a thing or two on how it works, because which I still need to get back into. I still need to get back into my art training, so to speak. There's something that really, there's some areas I just need to still improve on, like my foreshortening, which is basically where you like draw a character within, where their body parts look a little bit smaller or larger depending on their the angle. Like for example, if you see like Superman, right, he's flying towards, like all you're gonna see is his face or his hands. That's kind of what foreshortening is. There's more to it, obviously, than that, but that's kind of the basic works. That's something I need to also focus on a lot more, as well as my perspective. I'm pretty good with 1 point perspective, but 2 and 3 point I need to get into at some point. That's a great thing about being an artist. You never stop learning, never stop growing. It's all good. I can still kind of see the line here. And they all kind of go merge on the same point there, so all good. Just gonna fill in the bottom here as much as one can. And touch that a little bit. And we can fill in the side here. Get the little red marker just in. Okay, that should do it for the road on the left side. And that was it. You know what? We'll do the fuck it. We'll do the back plate. Just give me a minute to pull it out. The back plate is actually the back plate is kind of the hardest one to pull out, so to speak. Okay. That was a lot easier than normal. But here's the back wall. Go up higher. So yeah, this is what I was talking about, where the two buildings are kind of gonna cover up these sides, so we don't have to worry about painting this at all. On this side, I might just do the edges just in case some bits of white sort of pop out. But this is what I was talking about, how the was kind of munted, the perspective on this, because I kind of messed it up so many different times. So yeah, that's gonna be a lot of fun to go back in and color. But I kind of know where everything needs to go now, so actually I'll kind of indicate a few things real quick. If we use pink. Make the building here stand out a bit more. You know what? Go for black. I'll do that real quick. Not that. Or hell. There. Just want to emphasize the roof of the building here. But right now we're just going to do the sidewalk and road here. It kind of goes off into the distance there. Yes, I am. I try to be. I'm not lazy. Alright, it should be the last we use of this granite gray. Or graphite gray, rather. Oh, and before we do that, though, we got to make our indicators. About there. Just so we know, because we need to make sure we know which one we need to change color on, or what color combination to use for which one. When we do that later on. And most of this will be covered up anyways, but I'll fill it in just in case. So you never know what might show through. final phase of this diorama here. Is it 4:30 almost? So I might have time to lay in just the black and blackish red on the base. I think that'll be about it for me today. So I do gotta get off and mod for Deadman, as well as Mara on our Twitch channel later tonight. And I'll just fill this in, even though it will probably be covered up anyways. It's always good to... It's better to be safe than sorry. Let's put it that way. And we'll try and cover up the red lines here as much as possible. We'll probably need a second coating, honestly, for this one. It's mainly these ones I have an issue with. These ones I'm actually kind of okay with. These lines will kind of help me indicate where the sidewalk color versus the road color will be going. I actually have a sticky note placed. So I like to keep for a lot of this. You want to kind of keep track of which colors you're using. So it's a good rule of thumb to have, especially if you're doing this over a course of a couple days. You might forget, you know, like me. All right, let's get the side edges here. And that'll be perfect. Whip it a little bit more paint. That should do it for that side. Or L. So. Which is something the new Captain Marvel movie will probably be taking when it comes out. That was a bad joke. But whatever. I haven't even seen the trailer for that. I don't even care. Like, I'm so done with everything MCU, DC, Marvel, like Star Wars. I'm just like done with everything. I just mock everything nowadays. Yeah, spend too much time on that. There's very few things nowadays, though, that I'm really, actually, genuinely interested in seeing. All right. Add an extra layer. Use the last of this on the lines here that are showing through. That should be enough. Clean this up as well. All right, and that's our back plate ready to go. So, that should work just fine right in there. Let's see that. So that's where that's going to go in the final version. So that's why you don't need to paint all of it. And there's gonna be the other side of the building's gonna be on the other building's gonna be on the other side, and so that should work out just fine. We're at 4:30, we'll probably go till 5, so probably another 30 minutes of this, and I'll see about getting the base going, because it's fully dried now for the most part. There's some areas here I kind of noticed are still poking out white, that evil whiteness, as Twitter people would say, or Twitter lunatics, rather. Missed a few spots. It's all good. No worries. I think I'll kind of, I think this is a little bit unfinished, the front of this. Let's do that real quick. Ooh. I'm gonna spend too much time on it. I just want to kind of make it look a little better. And there's a crack there. Feeling that crack, so to speak. Alright, should be fine. Okay, now we need a new sheet, our new paper plate, because we need to do some, gotta do some mixing. So, okay, good here. Yeah, use this brush for mixing, and then we'll use not too big of a brush. I think this might work fine. Look at this guy. Perfect. Okay, so we'll try to mix the wine and the black. See how that works out for us. Just want to add a little bit of weathering to the road here. Oh. I didn't really need you after all, did I? Oh, no, just drinking water. Yeah, that kind of works for me. But you know, that'd be really good for like the buildings, I think. Yeah. You know what? That's what we'll do. Use this for the building color. Make a note of that. Only 4 seasons. Ooh. I don't really watch a whole lot of anything nowadays. Hold on. Okay. Just make a note for later. I think that would be a really good color to have for the buildings. Actually, I might do that by now. It's fully dried by now. Nope, that one's not. That one probably isn't either. Okay, we'll save that for another time. Probably tomorrow or next stream. I actually really like this combination here. So we'll save that. We'll do a different type of color. Or can we still use it for a dry brush? Yeah, I don't think that'll work with this. I don't think that'll work for the road, but I think it'll definitely work for the buildings. I'll kind of just keep this off to the side for later. I usually kind of keep the same color in one sort of plate as a reminder, and the same brush as much as possible. Okay, so I think we'll try using this dark gray instead. Different shade. And then we'll add, no, I want to say the taupe for the buildings as well. Save that. The browns, so this dark gray and black does. Mixer. Should use some of my crappier brushes for that. That should work fine. Okay, it's an older show. Gotcha. That was a prequel to Treasure Island. It done well, but one more season to finish it. Gotcha. 2-point perspective. Yeah, it's kind of 2-point perspective with what I'm going for with my diorama. Pretty good color for the dry brush in here. Need another brush. Use this guy. And I need a towel. I just want to dab it into the dark red here. This helps kind of fill it in and add a bit of texture to it. To the ground here. right, we already need more paint. Yeah. Ooh, well, we're painting on the sidewalk there. It's all right though. Destroyed that napkin. Hold on, a new one. All right. It's a well done Golden Age Facts show. Ooh, cool. I've really been the biggest fan of like pirates and stuff like that, but it'd be interesting to see. Might be interesting. So there we go. Flat. Mixed properly. That's okay though. Kind of like this color a bit more. We'll go back in with some like lighter shades as well. I'll take some of it off. I have to write down a list of what I use. Yeah. Okay. Trying to leave this area as untouched as possible. So we're using lighter shades for that one to make it look different. I think I'll mix the Swede color with the dark gray. That'll look good for that portion of it. Something down. Just done that marker. All right. All good. All right. Set that off to the side. I think I'll do the back wall or side walls. They're dried up. I don't think I use a whole lot of paint on that. All right. That one's still drying. And you're still drying, so I'm gonna wait a little bit. Grab my notes. So for road, we used black plus dark gray. Okay. Just so we remember for tomorrow, because we're gonna call it a wrap right here, I think. Because otherwise I'll be sitting here waiting for paint to dry, and it's not fun. It doesn't make for a very fun stream, so just put my brushes away, let them wash off overnight, and tomorrow I should be able to come back with some more well, I probably won't. I'm not too sure if I'll be streaming tomorrow, but I will be streaming on Saturday and possibly Sunday. And still, if I'm not, might as well get the base here to end the stream on, because look at our hard work all day. But yeah, so that's gonna kind of do it for me. And then view grass grow. Yeah, I guess. Probably better than watching grass grow. Yeah. But yeah, that's what we got so far. So next we'll be doing, when we come back, I'll probably do that off camera. Or not off camera, but off stream, because I will be recording some of the process that you don't see on stream. Just because sometimes it's a little bit easier to do it off stream for some cases. So, but yeah, so we're gonna be finishing at the roads, and then we'll probably move on to the buildings. And then like the side buildings, like these guys, getting them all colored up and detailed and stuff like that. And yeah. And yeah, that should be about it. So on that note, I want you all to go see Dadman. He's going to be live in about an hour and a half, or an hour or two. I can't remember what time he's streaming, but but go subscribe, go watch Dadman walking. He's a good guy, and it looks like Power. Oh, it's between Warpath and Powerline. I totally forgot about my poll. But on that note, I think I'm going to call it a wrap here. So let's find us a very fun clip to end us off on. And thank you guys so much for watching. Power, Corey, Lisa, Dadman, Real Wade, and yeah, good to see you all. Good to see you all. So, and obviously next month we'll be kind of back to basics with our draw streams. So be sure to look out for that on Twitter. I'll probably be posting updates there. And I'll try to update my YouTube, because I'm actually allowed to do the little the posts on YouTube now. So I might actually have to do that too as well, because I know that not everybody uses Twitter anymore, which, you know, I don't blame anybody. So, but on that note, it's fun as a clip. But we'll do the Drunk Decepticons and those bitches. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you guys next time. Take care.
Decepticons, a toast to the imminent destruction of the accursed Autobots.
Boy, these are good.
This stuff's the greatest. Those were the good old days back on Cybertron. Didn't have to sneak around in these ugly-ass disguises. Good old Cybertron, land of the metal
not escape the mighty shockwave! You will not escape the mighty shockwave!
Hey, mighty shockwave! Take this!
Shit! You bitches! Get back here!
Bye-bye! Loser! You suck!
Those bitches!